What's up, everybody? This is Mark from Geek, and wanted to do a little playthrough real quick of one of my favorite games of all time. This, of course, is Donkey Kong. I have the Donkey Kong Classics here. You can play Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr. I'm going to go with Donkey Kong. It's a considerably better game than Donkey Kong Jr., although the Junior version does have its merits. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I am Jumpman Mario. This is Mario before he was Mario. And of course you want to rack up some points, you grab the hammer, and you go nuts. But as the story goes, Donkey Kong is the massive gorilla up there at the top. And he has stolen Jumpman Mario's... Oh, I'm so done. He has stolen Jumpman Mario's girlfriend or wife, Pauline. Now, there's a theory out there that Pauline and Mario, this Mario, are the father and mother of the Mario that we know from Super Mario Brothers. But we'll see how far I can go here. And that Pauline is taken because Mario is apparently such a bad... He's apparently Donkey Kong's keeper, and he's a bad keeper for Donkey Kong, and so he like beats him and whatnot. I don't know, some animal abuse problems, who knows. Anyways, Donkey Kong steals Pauline as retribution for the way he's treated by Mario. This, of course, is Shigeru Miyamoto's first classic, and one of the great games ever. One of the most wonderful arcade creations of all time. Put Nintendo on the map in America. I still have no idea what he's throwing there. But on the NES Classic Edition and on the NES, you have these three stages, and they just repeat over and over. And they're almost perfect ports. Now, the original game, I swear, I think there's another level. It's been so long since I played the arcade version. Also, the hammers on this level, kind of pointless. Sometimes you'll get them if you have guys coming at you, like these guys, for whatever reason, will come down. Oh, come on. I love it when it doesn't register a hit. But for the most part, that hammer there on the left, in the middle left, is virtually pointless. This is just avoid the fires. They're really hard to jump over. Grab the points that you can, knock out the rivets, and then it will repeat. It will go back to the first level. Things get a little harder, and we'll see that here in a second. Well, let's see if I can take out this fire. Here we go. Now I'm going to stand here and wait as Mario swings his hammer with a mighty force. Now, it's weird because sometimes these fires will actually, as you can see here, head toward the hammer for whatever reason. I don't know if that's something that Shigeru Miyamoto had programmed in. I don't know. But it's funny because Miyamoto, before he created this, Nintendo had come out with a radar scope or whatever the game was, and it wasn't that great. It wasn't a popular game. And it didn't do well in the North American market. So they went to Shigeru Miyamoto, who was brand new at the time at Nintendo. And he was tasked with coming up with this game. And so he created this. This was at first going to be a Popeye port. They were going to take the characters of Popeye. You would play Popeye. Of course, Donkey Kong takes on the role of Bluto, or whatever his name is. I can never remember the bad guy's name, Brutus. Anyways, he's the bad guy. You will notice that barrel is zigzagging down. That is the second time through. Things get a little tougher. This is not going to go well. Okay, got to survive. Okay, good. Oh no. Please don't kill me. Things get a little crazier here in this portion of the level. I'm just going to disregard the hammer and just go to the next level. Now, the second level is very easy. The only thing he's throwing are those weird springs. And you can avoid the fires if you just wait long enough. It will reduce your bonus. And if you're going for high score, then yeah, that's an issue. But, I mean, how many of us are going high for high score? We're just playing the game. Gotta wait for this fire to go down, and then you can jump. Should have gone, but that's okay. Oh, no. Do not need that, whatever that is, purse. Now, if you stand under the M, directly under the M, these things won't hit you. And then go once they cross, you should be good. It gets faster and faster and faster, and that is a harder and harder part to to avoid. The fires become more frequent, and they become harder to dodge, become a little faster. Of course, this is the end of the game as far as the 3 rounds are concerned. I swear, I think there is a 4th, maybe even a 5th level. I want to say it's yellow for some reason. Now, taking out the fires, it's good points. It'll increase your scores by 500 points at a time. Now, the one thing that you have here that you don't have in the arcade, or that you don't have here but you do have in the arcade, is when you finish this level, it'll show you how high you've gone as you're climbing this building. And it'll show you in Donkey Kong's. So, like, I would have 2 Donkey Kongs at this point. Now things get ramped up a little bit more. I'm not sure I've ever made it more than like 3 or 4 times through this, so we'll see how far I can go. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm not entirely sure why. It's super simple. I remember playing this on the Atari back in the day. I remember playing this on the NES when we first got it. It's up there with Pacman as one of the great games. Did that barrel just bounce off the end? I've never seen that before in my life. Need to time that jump a little better. It's watching the barrel, not Mario. Alright. I've actually seen shelves, and my brother Sten, who's normally does retrospectives with me, made his shelves to look like this. To look like this stage. And so it's funny because everything just kind of leans a little bit, so on the end you have to have brackets to hold everything on, but it looks really cool. As a matter of fact, I might take a picture and put it up if I can figure that out. Because, again, we're really new at this videoing YouTube thing, so just capturing stuff and trying to put things on. We've done it a little bit, but it's been a chore each time. We are mainly focused on our... Oh, I'm toast. Why did I go? We're mainly focused on our podcast, but now we're wanting to delve into YouTube videos and wanted to do a few Let's Plays. So let's play some Donkey Kong. You can also probably notice, those of you who have listened to the podcast, my voice is not where it normally is. I have a bit of a cold. Pardon my cold. I'm going to disregard. Is that too close? Nope. Just got underneath it. If you go watch the documentary King of Kong, it's about this guy who's out of work and he wants to try and break the record on Donkey Kong and has a console. There's a whole lot of big mess about it, but he's trying to beat Billy Mitchell's high score. And Billy Mitchell, for those of you who don't know, is this like arcade guru. He's the first person to ever get a perfect score on Pacman, which requires some craziness. But he got a perfect score on Pacman, which is, if you ever read Ready Player One, is part of what the main character does. And it's really interesting what happens when he does. But this game, I don't know where I was going with that, but anyways, look at these guys. They're all over the place. Again, I try and avoid the fires as much as possible because they're so back and forth, and it's so hard to figure out where they're going. Because to jump them, you can do it, but it's not exactly the easiest thing ever. Alright, this should be good. Except those guys now want to suck it up. Simple enough. Okay, 4th time through. Just finished the 3rd, going on to the 4th. I might not survive this, but we'll see how far I can go. And I think I'm out of lives. This might be my last one. Anyways, King of Kong is a really good video. It's Billy Mitchell was the first guy to do the Pacman complete perfect game where you get all the ghosts, all the fruits, everything. Miss Pac-Man came out as an answer to Pac-Man because Pac-Man was glitchable. Like you could you could cause the ghosts to do certain things and go where you wanted them to. And with Ms. Pacman, the AI is considerably better and much more difficult to kind of manipulate. So they created Ms. Pacman to counteract what Billy Mitchell was able to do in Pac-Man. But Billy Mitchell held the record and still holds a few records and continues to beat records. And this guy wanted to beat his Donkey Kong score. And summarily does. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's too much of a jump. These things are way faster. So there you go. 65,000 points. That is Donkey Kong. Let's see how far I can get. I'm considerably worse than Donkey Kong Jr. Like, I don't even know where to go. I do know this is... Oh, okay. I do know this is faster. Doing that. Okay. Yep, see, I'm very terrible at this game. Let's try that again. Now you will see the point here is Mario has taken Donkey Kong. Okay, man, I am awful at this. My game is definitely Donkey Kong. But Mario has stolen Donkey Kong, and it's up to Junior to get him. I will say, though, that while Donkey Kong is my game on the NES, it is certainly not the case on Game & Watch. On Game & Watch, sorry, I'm trying to concentrate here. On Game & Watch, my game is most assuredly Donkey Kong Jr. It's a considerably better game. There we go. First level done. The Game & Watch Donkey Kong Jr. is great. The Donkey Kong game is weird because you have to time this weird jump. But it's not the easiest thing. Okay, well, that's how that's done. I do like his death animation. That's pretty funny. And that's game over. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this real quick romp through Donkey Kong and the classics. We'll be back next time. See you then.